man, this is the reboot of the podcast, man. Got my homies here. We got Box, we got Matt, man, and we finna chopping it up, man. You know, this podcast has always been directed for helping men, man. But as I always say, ladies, pull up a chair, man. This space is for you as well to be able to peer into what men talk about, what we're carrying, what all the things that we, man, that we deal with. You know what I mean? So you can better understand the man in your life. But man, our topic today is heartbreak. Yeah, man, we done all been through it. Let's be honest. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the point of this is to be honest and transparent, man. So we finna let y'all in. But Box, what you got, man?
Okay, well, we gonna get right to it. The first question is, do you guys think that men process heartbreak differently than women do?
Ooh. Yeah, absolutely. We process heartbreak. I will say this, man. Women, man, y'all got like a superpower. Like when it comes to like, you know, people always say that like men are physically stronger, women are more like emotionally stronger. And I think there might be some, you know, whatever, like some truth, you know what I mean, to some of that. But I'm dead serious. Like the women in my life that I've seen gone through heartbreak, like, don't get me wrong, it's hurtful, but like they process it really well. Like, you know what I mean? They got their crying stage where they listen to all the R&B, like Sade and all the old school, you know what I mean? They singing all the songs, you know what I mean? Then they kind of get in that phase with their girls where they girls is like, it's not only are they dealing with it, but they girls get involved. Like the girls like, all right, we finna go hit the town. You put on the, you know, forget that cat dress, you know what I mean? We finna go out here, kick it, take your mind off stuff, you know what I mean? You had that phase. And then you kind of got like this, like, I'm working on myself phase that they tend to go through. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like they evaluate like what happened in the relationship. Let me get some focus on things that make me happy. Like they tend to turn to things that are more productive. Like they tend to turn into spaces of like, maybe go back to school or get a degree or, you know, focus on my health or lose weight. You know, they always cut their hair. You know what I'm saying? Like they process it, you know what I mean? But dudes, we try to keep it all bottled up like we tough, you know what I'm saying? And the reality is, bro, like that mug end up being a stress of our lives, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like we sick. A lot of times we run into health issues. And the reality is we don't really process it at all, bro. Like, yeah.
I would say for me, short answer is yes, absolutely. Like the lie has always been told, like, I guess like time heals all or something like that. And like
time heals all wounds.
Heals all wounds. Yeah. And to me, like that's a lie. I know it's going off a little bit to the left, but like intentionality is what matters. And I think that's what I'm trying to get at. So like you can spend your life doing all of these things, like masking the pain that you just went through. But if you ain't intentional about going to them places where the heart is, man, you gonna really be in for it in the long run, I feel like.
Yeah, no, that's straight. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, my answer to it is absolutely yes. Men process heartbreak differently. And I believe that because in our society, men are raised differently when it comes to dealing with those emotions.
Yeah.
To start it off, first, yes, men experience heartbreak.
What?
Because we were taught or raised to keep it in, to show no weakness, to don't let nobody see you crying. I'm telling you, I've been through it. I done had homeboys. He calling me on the phone. He crying. He can't sleep, can't eat.
Yeah.
Losing weight.
Straight
He
up.
going through it.
Yeah.
But if you see him outside, what up, dog? You know what I'm saying? It's all
Absolutely.
good.
Facts.
Like, no, dog, he going through it. So we don't even try to process it.
Yeah.
We just try to mask it and just get through it just get through it. I think another thing what you said, Kyle, is also women. I think also a lot of this is socialization just for boys and girls. Women are better at supportive community.
Yes.
So women will sit, girl, he broke my heart, girl. He cheated on me the third time. My girl could have just cheated. I'm not going to tell nobody. Oh, that's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing. I ain't telling you
no.
Like, absolutely. I'm the man. They cheat on me. Nigga, you crazy. You know?
But so women, but that gives women the space for to have the community show up for them. Like, girl, you need some food. Girl, you just want to talk. Girl, sending you good positive energy through a text. Man, we often suffer alone.
Yeah.
And like y'all said, women go towards more productive things. They get the tears out.
Yeah.
They get the anger out. They vent. They whatever. Men, we find our healing at the bottom of a bottle.
Yeah.
Or we, like you said, we numb ourselves. We try to numb the pain. Yeah. We feel it. Let's numb it with sex. Let's numb it with liquor. Let's numb it with weed.
Oh, yeah.
We trying to numb it. That's the main way that most boys are raised to deal with harsh emotional pain. That's how we process. And eventually, we think it just go away. But truthfully, it stays with us.
Yeah, that's why we have the leading cause of our death is heart attack. You know what I mean? I'm just being serious because we don't process a lot of things, bro. We keep it in, and numbing yourself out is stress for your heart, bro. It just is. It's just stress on your body, man. Yeah. Yeah.
That's real. But that was good. So we're going to get to the second question.
Yeah.
Now, since we acknowledge that men do experience heartbreak, do you think that heartbreak changes how men see love?
Man, does heartbreak change how men see love?
Love in general.
Yeah.
Go ahead and stab that joint.
Yeah, I think it jades them. I think most men are jaded when it comes to love. And I tell women this all the time, man. I actually think heartbreak happens for men way earlier on in life than it does for women. Like, I feel like most men, they're still healing from being heartbroken when they was a kid, like in their teenagers, like some girl who you finally was really feeling your first love back in like either high school or college or early in your 20s or whatever. Like one of them in there was a time when you gave your heart to somebody and you were crushed. Absolutely. And bro, it jades every relationship going after that, man. It's like we feel like we have to protect ourselves. And so when we think about love has parameters on it. Like, yeah, I might choose to love this person, but I ain't gonna love like I did before, because we call that is more like an ignorant love, that free love, that love where you just gave her everything. You know what I'm saying? All your emotions. Now I go into love with like, I'm only giving so much of my heart, right? I might give my time, I might work, I might do all those things, but I'm only giving a certain amount of my heart. Absolutely. Because I gotta protect that. I can never feel like that again. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm still processing that.
Yeah, nah, them are crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. What about you, B?
I get it. I'ma say, okay, I had my history, what I learned is I was in a relationship, I got cheated on. And it crushed me. Absolutely crushed me. And like I said to my own answer, I didn't know what to do, where to turn. I just numbed it. I'm drinking every day. I've never felt no pain like this. Mm-hmm. I'm paranoid. I'm homicidal. I'm ready to crash out.
Yeah, crash out. Yeah.
Like, and then in the instance, it felt like that just so happened to coincide in space where I was getting closer to women as far as platonically. I had some female homegirls.
Yeah.
And having conversations with women about how I was feeling, and then coming to find out, bro, I had multiple women tell me, yeah, I've been cheating on every relationship I've been in.
Yeah.
And yeah, my ex-husband, he did this. Or my baby daddy did this. And I'm looking at them like, wait, this has happened to you 3, 4, 5, 50, 11 times, and you still have hope for love?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this happened to me once that I know of.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm ready to be done.
Yeah, period.
Like, it will never happen again.
Never happen again.
A B will never get that out of me again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they like, yeah, and I still hope to find the one. I'm still open. I'm still vulnerable.
Yeah, like we lose hope on that, but we jaded, bro. They still got hope. I be like, dude, what kind of super heart you got? You know what I'm saying? Like, that mug is crazy, bro.
That mug made me appreciate the strength of women.
Yeah, it do.
And I was like, this is different.
It do.
And like, in that space, I had 2 ways to go. I can either go the angry, jaded route.
Yeah.
But thankfully, that's when right around that time is when I got introduced to therapy. And so I led to my healing and learning and growth and seeing it from a more objective view.
Yeah.
But I truly believe that heartbreak turns men to savages. I think a lot of these dudes that we got that's running through them,
that you think is just super confident and this is just how they always been.
He that nigga, he got his heart broken in high school.
Oh, for sure.
In college, some woman did him dirty.
Yeah.
And he gonna make every woman pay for that.
Yes.
Like, so
every woman is paying for it. Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I ain't got much to add. A lot of what y'all said is true. The savagery is birthed by like the initial heartbreak, and then like men just make a conscious choice to just say, I'm never gonna trust nobody again. And it's in rap music, it's in everywhere we see it. You know what I mean? Like because as men, as boys, it take a lot to even get the trust off back. And so like we were saying earlier, dog, like once we feel crossed, it's a long road to get back to that point, you know. And so
it is a long road, man. My concern though for men is like I said, I talk to men all the time, man, and it's just like, bro, trying to convince a man to put that kind of blind trust again. And I be trying to tell them it ain't really blind, but that ain't, you know what I mean? Like to try to get them to make steps to put themselves in their mind in that same situation again, bro. Like I got friends who just like, man, I'm never getting married. Like again, ever.
I've had a friend who I seen him go through one heartbreak and he jumped right back into something. I was like, yo, you don't really like this chick. We met her in the club. You don't really like her, bro. He jumping off the cliff for her. And like eventually they moved in together and she repeated the same thing. And guess what he did? He started beating her. And I was like, dog, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's stuff like that where unfortunately it just piles on. You know what I mean? And like eventually you just a ball of rage. You know what I mean?
That's a real thing.
And I think that's one of the most dangerous things about heartbreak is because when you mix heartbreak with testosterone, you can get violence.
You can. Because dudes see red.
You see red. And it's pain. Yeah. It's hurt. He hurting.
Absolutely.
But he gonna bleed on somebody.
Absolutely.
And
I tell my daughters, bro, I tell my daughters, man, like, listen, any relationship you're in with a boy or a young man, you still got to care about his heart. You have to be careful on the way you let him down, the way you break up with him. I said, because men, we're not taught to deal with this stuff. So our reaction is either internal or explosive, external. And I don't want my daughter to be the result of an external piece because you didn't care for him while you breaking his heart. Right. Like he gonna have to deal with the reality of the relationship over, all the things. But it's a way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Where you still care about him, you still give him like the ability to be able to process a certain way. But if you're just callous with the way, and I'm just being honest, I tell women like, listen, man, like y'all, some of the stuff y'all doing and some of the stuff y'all say and some of the way y'all move, like men do it, so we gonna move the same way. You might not be able to move the way men move. Cause dudes ain't built the way y'all built. Y'all got a superpower and you gotta know that. Right? So you trying to move like other dudes do, that dude might do something to you. You know what I'm saying? And you see dudes, like all the dudes you've seen like be serial killers and all that weird stuff, man. Like a lot of times it come from the pain that woman has caused.
Somebody at one point who eventually hurt him.
Yep. You know? Yep. That make them go crazy.
That's real.
Yeah.
So I guess question number 3.
Yeah.
So we know that men experience heartbreak. Men, we all agreed, process it differently. What about the myth? Do men move on faster than women do when it comes to heartbreak and breakups? Do we just get past it quick?
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, nah, men don't. Nah, dude. I know dudes who still jaded and still, you know what I mean? Like they still got their heart guarded from some girl that rejected them when they was 17, 18 years old, bro. Like, that's just a reality. I think about, man, I think it's a miracle I got married in a lot of ways, dog, because I'm being honest, man, when I got my heart broke from my ex-girlfriend, dog, like when I was young, man, in college, and she left me for another dude and all that stuff, bro, I remember the mindset I was in, bro. It's like, I am never putting myself in that situation again. And so right now, and here's the thing, I think for women, they think that we move on quicker because what we are going to feel that pain with, and I think one of y'all said it earlier, is we're going to feel that pain with women.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're going to, it's like a drug, but it changes the position. I'm moving from women being a vessel of love to women becoming a vessel of fulfilling my sexual needs. And that's what it turns. It turns into love, heart, to this is just going to be for my, my playground. You know what I mean? And now granted, I cared enough to tell women like, hey, I ain't on that right now. I don't want to be in a relationship. But the reality was, to my ex, I'm sure it looked like I moved on quick because I was around women. She see me out. She would hear I was out. I'll be with this woman. I'll be with that one. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like I done moved on. No, I'm not moving on. Yeah. This is how I'm dealing with the pain. Yeah. I'm not on cocaine. I'm on women. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on heroin, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm on women. You know what I'm saying? That's just all it was. I'm just numbing the pain. Man, I will never forget, bro. I got drunk one night in college. And my boy, I'm wilding. This girl's at my house. I'm wilding, dude. I've been just on this tirade, bro. At the heartbreak thing, I was just out there, bro. I'm with everybody. I remember my boy, I got real drunk right now, and I was getting on his nerves, bro. We had our house after set at my house, man. Women all in the house, bro. He's, bro, you tripping. You know how you get to tripping when you drunk? He's just like, bro, you tripping. He came, grabbed me, took me in my room, bro. And the whole time he's like, bro, why you acting like this, bro? You not being yourself. You tripping, bro. And I remember he took me in my room, bro. As soon as I got behind that door and nobody could see me, I remember this like it was yesterday, dog. I busted out crying, bro. Apart, and what did I say? I said, I miss my ex. So I ain't gonna say her name, but I miss so-and-so, bro. And I remember he was like, all right, bro, put me back, put in the bed, put my cover over me, the whole deal, bro. Like, and that's what it was, bro. Like, it seemed like to everybody else, I was having fun. Yeah. But when I got behind that closed door, the real issue of my pain came out. You get what I'm saying? Absolutely. Like,
yeah. I agree. Like I was saying, like, I think we might give off the illusion that we move on faster because we just cycling through women or whatever. For me personally, I remember like my high school sweetheart, that relationship, I remember like we was in love. I go to college and we didn't go to the same college. We was trying to. And it was a part of me that was excited about that because I could like explore, do whatever. And once I got the opportunity, like, best believe, like I wasn't thinking about her. Like I wasn't thinking about her. And she kind of knew exactly what I was on. And even the way that I was just like delivering that information to her was like, dog, like you a cold nigga, dog. Like,
you can be cold, bro. Hey, I've experienced, bro. You could be you could be just like,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, cold-hearted. Hey, bro, that dude, that boy can say some stuff and just be like, hey, I'm sorry.
But
that's he a baby child. You know, he talk about me being the only child because he was like the baby, he like the only boy. So that boy, yeah.
So I get removed from that situation in college, and like ain't no more girls around. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just left to deal with me. And guess what I do? I try to inch my way back to this girl, and you know she telling me about her college experience and the stuff she doing. Delivering it the same way, hurting me,
killing me. He was trying to
killing me.
He was trying to be a savage.
What? You know what I'm saying? Thought I was him for real. Got humbled real quick.
Yeah.
But like, dog, like after that, it showed me that like, dog, like I never got over her. I just literally moved on.
Yeah.
I thought I did. I thought I moved on. And so when I was placed right back in proximity with her, it showed me that like, dog, like, you did everything you could to feel like you was over her, but you weren't. You know what I mean? And so absolutely. I never really got over that.
Absolutely.
I never really did. So our situations mirrored each other. You know, she was just left to deal with it a little bit more intense than I was. So
yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, I say to the answer is both and, not either or. Our bodies move on, but our hearts and minds don't.
Ooh.
So. Man,
where my explosions at? I ain't done explosion in a minute, you know.
But nah, I remember, bro. One of them, an ex I broke up with. It hit me. And 24 hours later, I was shooting my shot with a new woman.
Yeah.
And like, oh, okay, she finna be my new girl. Like I said, I used to be a serial monogamist, so women are like buses. It's one coming every. I took no time to process anything. I just moved on. And I read this great book called The Body Keeps the Score. And it talks about how our bodies holds on to the trauma. that we've been through, not just relationships, but anything you've been through. Your body remembers. Even if you moving on, your body remembers. So being with this person, and I'm still making decisions and behavior based off that hurt from that. So from that past relationship. And now, before I met my wife, my previous relationship, after we broke up, this is a more whole me, a more healed me, going to therapy. Fellas, go to therapy. After I broke up, I said, I'm not dealing with no woman for 9 months. I said it was a year, but I made it to 9 months. 9 months. Let's keep it high. But I was like, okay, cool. We not no sex, not entertaining nothing, no dates. I'm focusing on me right now. And I think that was the best possible thing I could have ever did, was take that time for myself. So we move on. The pattern, you looked at my pattern of history was me. I move on quick. Box move quick. He ain't care. Absolutely. Like, no, I did, but
absolutely.
You just got to keep it moving.
100%.
Yeah.
So y'all tell me, what do y'all think? How can a man keep his previous heartbreak from sabotaging a new connection with a good woman? Because we didn't talked about what heartbreak do, turn us into savages.
Yeah, absolutely.
How can we avoid that?
Man, that's great, bro. Man, I think obviously we talked about therapy. You got to process, bro. You got to be willing to process, man. I hate saying, like, some of these answers that you give, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, yeah, that's great. But are they going to do it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I be feeling like I got to tell you something else besides go to therapy. Because that's why if you would just go and do the work, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can solve so many things, you know what I mean? And so that's why I talk about it. But also another thing that I can say outside of therapy is I think you need to be transparent about that pain with the person you're with.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I need to open up to you about something. I want to tell you something about me and why you might get a better understanding on why I struggle with this or why I'm this way or whatever. Like, I've been through some things. And one thing I'm gonna be honest with you that has hurt me the worst was when I was in this relationship, and then explain the relationship, what it did, and then also explain how it made you feel afterwards. Like, I really spent a lot of time helping men vocalize their feelings. Like, I spend time like, okay, I need you to be able to process what you're actually like. I need you to put words to what you're feeling. Because the only way you're going to learn how to be able to talk to somebody about it is you actually thinking about it and actually trying to verbalize it yourself. Right. And so a lot of times men only can think of two things: sad and angry. That's it. Like, they're the only two we speak in. You know, and anger is really just a response to other emotions: afraid, betrayed, embarrassed, stuff like that. And so insecure, you know what I mean? And so if you're having that conversation with a young lady and saying, hey, when this happened, it made me question my manhood. It made me question, like, why not me? You know what I mean? Like, why is that person more valuable than me? Or, whatever, depends on what the breakup was about. Yeah. But being able to process with the person that you with, one, it's going to deepen the relationship. Automatic. If the key word you say earlier in the question was she was a good woman, right? So this is somebody who can actually take what you're saying and be entrusted with it and do right by it. Not like what you talk about where somebody brings it back up later to hurt you. No, a good woman, an actual good woman who can actually create a space to be able to allow you to say these things will handle that the right way and will work in her by giving her that information. She will respond in a way that, one, is more caring, understanding to, and be more patient with some of the things that you're doing, but also make sure her actions aren't stepping on that trauma. Yeah. Reopening up those wounds. You get what I'm saying? So to give an example, maybe I'm asking you and you feel like I'm being controlling because I want to know where you at and all these things. But sweetheart, that's coming because of what happened with old girl. But when I don't have that information, it's just like you controlling, right? And you can still have boundaries like, babe, I'm not her. However, let's talk about what it looks like in a healthy way for me to be able to make sure you are trusting me, but also I'm giving you enough information where your mind's not just racing and thinking I'm out here wilding. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
That was beautiful. Well, I'm going to say that everything Kyle just said, really, I think a big piece to that is, like, we throw these terms around, and at least like every man in here has been to therapy, and they got these therapized words. Like, what does it actually mean to do your work? What does it mean to process through something? Yeah. And I truly believe that there's a lesson in everything. And so processing is one of the ways you can make sure that you don't mess up a new situation is by taking the time to process what you went through, examine it, think through it, feel through it, look at it from different angles, put yourself in that person's shoes. What would you have done differently? What did you do that was right, but it may have been received wrong? But just that journey of processing through so you know what you feel, why you feel it. And being able to, like you said, the key is the transparency with the new connection. Yeah. And being able to say, hey, this is what I've been through. This is who I am right now. I have these certain triggers. And like you said, it helps you. One, it makes your partner feel more connected to you. It helps them better understand you. And you actively get to work through that with hopefully a safer person that can handle those emotions.
Yeah, so, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. I don't got nothing to add to that.
Yeah, you good. Cool. You good.
Okay. Well, can heartbreak make a man better?
Matt, are you a better man now?
Because are you a better man
because you had your heart broke?
Yeah, I would say yes. Man, because heartbreak, I spent so much of my life like listening to like the voice of the culture that would tell me I'm a man for XYZ reason. And then heartbreak in some like sobering way like showed me that none of that mattered. Like none of it mattered. Because the heartbreak itself just like made me feel small enough and back down to earth enough to where it was like I had no choice but to look in the mirror and see who exactly I was. Like all that pretending stuff, nah, it's gone. Yeah, it's over with. And so it put me in a uncomfortable position enough to where I felt like I needed to go work on myself or I was gonna die. Like I literally was gonna die for either eating so bad or getting an STD or something like that. I'm not lying. Or probably suicide because I felt like I was doing all the right things, but it didn't help. So yeah, it made me a better man. I wouldn't say that that's the route I would choose next time. Like I wouldn't choose that. Yeah. I would not choose that route. I would rather be raised to be a healthy man. But it did. It had its benefits. Like it pushed me to therapy. It pushed me so much so into therapy that it made me want to pursue a career into that. It forced me to start vocalizing my emotions to the point where like I thrive off of conversation and stuff like that. And so it's easy for me to connect to people and I can relate to people on that sort of level because we all done been through that. Yeah. And so it just made me that much more functional in the world. You know, it's weird as heck, but like pain, as we all would know, like pain can produce some good stuff, man. Like it really does.
I agree. No, that's a bar. Yeah.
I'm going to say, yes, it does. I believe that everything we go through makes us who we are, including the pain. And I could say, dog, like I'm the man I am today. A big part of that, and I'm proud of the man I am today. That man is a result of heartbreak. And because heartbreak, one, forced me to deal with emotions I didn't know how to handle. Previous to that, any pain, I'll just get through it. Be tough. Get mental fortitude, Mamba mentality. Yeah. Just go. This heartbreak had like, I don't know what to do with this. Straight up. I can't handle this. Like, the Mamba not working. It's not kicking in.
That bug ain't Mamba. This Mamba ain't Mamba. That's real talk.
But it's on that journey that led me to therapy. That led me to having better, closer relationships with other women, platonic relationships. Yeah. Being able to see women differently. Yeah. Being able to see, honestly, even in the heartbreak, being able to process and look back and see, I got my heart broke, but I wasn't all the way right either. Yeah. I did some things that was kind of, that no one kind of wrong was wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And then I learned from that. Okay. I learned what I need and what I require in new relationships.
Yeah.
So I developed standards after my heart because of my heartbreak. I developed new language like therapy, like processing, like doing my work.
Yeah,
I learned
yeah.
all of that, and I can say the catalyst of it was the heartbreak.
Yeah.
Now, do I think that there's another way to get there? Probably, yeah.
Absolutely, way more healthier way. But yeah, absolutely.
But it was like, no, like, yeah, I'm a better man because I went through that and I came through it.
Yeah.
So
you said something like platonic relationships kind of like grew for you. Like that was the same for me. Like I needed, in some weird way, like the heartbreak forced me to just be that much more trusting to women. You know, like I can't really explain it, but like once women saw that tender side of me that like heartbreak produced, it was like, dog, like I don't need to be so mission focused with women all the time. You know what I mean? Like I can be a friend. Like that's all I needed to do.
like, bro, like I said earlier, like I didn't realize, like I didn't know none of my homeboys that had been cheated on, because we ain't never talked about it.
Yep.
Like we don't talk about. So as far as experience, hey, I've been cheated on. I was betrayed in this way.
Yeah, like what do I do with
Who
this?
I know that, and then I got a homegirl over here who she been through it, and she willing to talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Then it helped
connections
me
off of that. Yeah.
build the connections. Helped me see also before that, I valued women, but I valued women only in romantic spaces.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like I would be dealing with a woman. I'm like, if you ain't finna be my girl, we ain't finna do it. Then what we? I got my homeboys. What I?
Yeah.
I didn't value women in that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
After this, I'm able to say, hey, this woman brings value to my life as just as my friend.
Yep.
That part.
Yeah, that's what my wife was, man. My wife helped me to heal from the pain of my ex. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, I don't even think my ex realized how much the situation hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think she knew. But yeah, my wife, man, she became my friend, man. And it just helped me through that season, man. As I was thinking about just this topic in general about heartbreak, thing I want to say to the men out there is, one, you're not alone. Like heartbreak, we all men have dealt with it. We might not talk about it, but we all deal with it. So you need to holler at your boy. You need to holler at your friends and tell them what's going on. You know what I mean? And not be embarrassed. I got a friend recently, man, told me that he found out his wife was cheating on him, man. Told me all the things he did. He was like, bro, I felt so weak. I'm following her, got trackers on her phone, and you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. And what I've learned from counseling, dog, is that, listen, the whole thing about men are the one who cheat is crazy. I think, bro, if it's at least even, if not more, possibly on their side. I don't know, bro. Because the reality is they just better at it. They not as stupid. They like not as stupid, bro. They not as dumb with just the stuff we do, like the Coldplay, which I'm sure we talk about in a minute. But yeah, bro, like it's a grim reality that all men have to face, is that you not so much of the man that the person you with can't break your heart. And it don't have to actually be cheating. It could be in a number of different ways. Somebody could break your heart just by the way they treat you, by the way they talk to you, by the way they bring up some of your old pain. And I met a dude the other day who was destroyed because his wife embarrassed him, communicated some stuff in front of everybody that absolutely destroyed him in his eyes in front of everybody. You get what I'm saying? So heartbreak look a bunch of different ways. And the last thing I just say to men is that, like, not only is heartbreak a reality, but heartbreak is something that on the other side of it, as we said, it could be something that ultimately make you a better man. You know what I'm saying? Something that you can grow from, something that you can learn from, right? And so, I just want to say that before we move to our current events. So, yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to get into our current event segment where we talk about things that are going on in culture, things that got the internet streets on fire, and we going to bring some maturity and levity, but honesty to the situation. Fellas, did y'all hear? Well, I know y'all heard.
Yeah, everybody heard about this, bro. I already know. About
the CEO who got caught at the Coldplay concert cheating on his wife with the HR director.
It's crazy.
I'm aware.
Bro. The whole situation to me is insanity. You know what I'm saying? But I come from corporate America, so I know that's how I roll. So for me, it's insane that it was finally, I feel like now the can is open. Y'all think this is like not normal. This is normal. Like, people have been doing this for years. I used to work for a company. Not, thank God I'm not that type of company now, but the company I used to work for,
Can
bro.
you disclose? No,
Nah, I can't tell you what that company is. You know, we ain't made no money yet. I don't want to get sued before then, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, dog, I worked in an environment where that's where it was. The general manager was cheating on his wife. The HR director was, matter of fact, the general manager was messing with the HR director. The director, the one regional manager was messing with one of the branch men. Like, it was like when we would go out of town for like big conferences, dog, it would just be mayhem. Everybody was cheating with everybody, bro. And this is suit and tie job. I mean, I worked in corporate America.
Nah,
like,
I ain't never worked in corporate America, but I heard about them corporate Christmas parties.
Oh, bro. But no.
I done heard about it go down at the Christmas party.
Actually, I would take that back. No, it didn't go down at the corporate Christmas party. The corporate Christmas party was bring your spouse. So the corporate Christmas party was what I was getting ready to say was crazy because everybody's in a room. Everybody's spouse is in a room. And you would see some of the like
nuts,
women or men like who might not be married, but they messing with somebody that's married. Yeah. And so you're seeing how they mad. They clicked up like, man, they in here with their wife and they in here with their husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, bro, I would be in the mug. And I used to tell my wife everything, bro. So I'm in there, me and my wife, she know all the stuff too. So we in there just watching it all go down. Like, man, this mug is insane, bro. So the Coldplay thing for me wasn't surprising. It was just crazy that finally somebody got caught. But you know what hit me the most about it, bro, was this is how you know how reckless it is and how that was such a norm in their environment. That was a company box that they was wilding in. So go ahead. No. So you had staff members in there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, you got co-workers in there. Yeah. So they know because they was hugged up like boyfriend and girlfriend in 6th grade kind of stuff.
And the employee was right there.
He held up from the back. That's yours.
How many cats you done seen with their wife?
Picture, dog.
How many cats you done seen with their wife at a sporting event where he's standing behind her, arms wrapped around her front. Bro, that's like some old like puppy love type of movement. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for real.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. So like, bro, this is a different type of situation, bro. The smiles on their faces, bro. Like, it was a different type of feel. You know what I'm saying? And for them to, bro, I just feel like, man, God, like sometimes the God just be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? For them to just get the kiss cam like that, bro, was like crazy to me, bro. It was nuts, man. It was nuts.
And the singer Chris Martin called it out.
Huh?
He did.
Yeah, he called it out. He's like, either they're really shy or they're having an affair.
We didn't call a situation. We didn't call a situation, bro. Yeah.
Imagine being the spouse to find out that way, though.
Bro, that's
the internet had the nerve to go and find her.
You talking about heartbreak, bro. That's the way you find. Not most people when your person cheat on you, bro, you have to tell your friends.
Right.
Or maybe one of your friends see the person out or something and they come and tell you. But bro, in this situation,
the whole world
where
knows.
Everybody knows, not only your kids, which is, I can't imagine them kids going back to school, but your parents, your cousins, your aunties, your co-workers. And as a man, I'm going to tell you, bro, do you know how embarrassing that would be? I already know for the wife it was embarrassing. But I told you, man, it's like women have a superpower. I'm not knocking the pain of that man's wife. But even for a husband, because that's what the place I would sit, like, do you know how embarrassing that is, bro? Yeah. That everybody know in the joint, man, somebody got your wife hugged up like a little baby doll at a game, dog.
Yeah. And to me, that just compounds the pain. Right? I've heard, like, for me, I'm faithful. I don't condone cheating in marriages.
Yeah.
But I also have heard people who have certain situations.
Yeah.
And certain understandings in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And one of the biggest is, don't embarrass me.
Don't embarrass me. Even if we roll like
this. Even if this is what
we do. Open kind of thing,
Don't embarrass
me, dog.
Yeah. And that situation, bro, it just speaks to one, like we said earlier, because I think women pay a higher penalty for cheating. They get judged harsher.
They do, definitely.
But that means they got to be better at it. This Coldplay situation just showed me how reckless men be.
Yeah.
Just stupid. Bro.
You just booed up at the Coldplay concert in the suite.
That's crazy.
Like,
that's just crazy.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like just strategically. Let's move the moral to just strategy wise.
What this got to be the dumbest stuff I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely. Like, come on. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
But I'm like, I feel for his wife, man.
And kids.
That pain is compounded. Yeah. Whatever betrayal. Maybe she already moved. Maybe she didn't know. I don't know. But the entire world is laughing at you and whatever feelings of inadequacy she dealing with. Yeah. And the internet is ruthless.
Oh, what?
So the jokes is coming.
Not even the internet, though. They now have Coldplay cams at sporting events. Have y'all seen this?
No,
they have Coldplay cams. So instead of a kiss cam, now it's Coldplay cams. So now if I zoom in on you and your girl, like you know how typical kiss cam, you sit next to somebody. Crazy. You're not supposed to kiss them now. You're supposed to reenact the hiding.
I got you.
Yeah, so so they'll go Coldplay cam. It'll come down to two people, and now you're supposed to duck down. The other person's supposed to run off, dog. Like that's crazy,
so this
bro.
Gonna live in the cultural lexicon.
Can you imagine, bro? That's crazy. Family. That show.
You gotta relive that trauma. Like that's really harsh in reality. Bro, that's a really harsh thing to do because she gotta imagine her wanting to go to a ball game and like.
Coldplay
it just so happened that it just
Coldplay
show up there. Like that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Crazy. Yeah, man, that mode was crazy. But I think it fits to what we talking about, man. Just about heartbreak. Like it's a reality, man. That's a heartbreaking situation in all those families, man. People get destroyed, and I don't look down my nose at people cheating because I understand how it happens. It typically don't start off as just somebody being ignorant and just trying to hurt somebody. And normally, especially in work, you just around that person all the time, bro. When you're around people for 8 to 10 hours a day. You around that person more than you are around your spouse.
Somebody you wasn't attracted to initially.
Absolutely, could be somebody you're not even attracted.
A bond.
But most time when people cheating, you see the person they cheating with, everybody be like, "Dude, her, him? Yeah, are you crazy? Like, what is the like? You gave up everything for
proximity,
them. But it's proximity, bro. And then you get to know the person. Y'all get to have general conversation. They start to become more about the actual person than actually how they look. Like, so yeah, bro.
Okay, now, ladies, this segment is for y'all. We asked y'all to send us some questions that you'd like to hear a man's perspective on. So we're going to get into it.
What's the questions we got this time, man? I need to hear these, man.
Okay. So first question is, from a man's perspective, rank these things in order. What's most important to a man? Rank these.
Yep.
Providing financial security, providing mental stability, providing emotional support, providing spiritual guidance, or providing physical need.
I think the number one thing for most men is probably the financial stability, right? If I'm just being honest, I would love to say it's the spiritual one, you know what I'm saying? But I think most men, it sound great, but I think most men will not enter into a relationship, and when they're thinking about entering into a relationship, that's the first thing coming across their mind. I don't know. Would you agree? Like, what y'all think?
I would disagree.
Yeah. Okay. What'd you think?
Because I'm not rich. I've never been rich, but I've never struggled to secure a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, I wouldn't put that top of list because I feel like most women, that might be a pressure that men add on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Most women aren't really looking for that. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have that top of list. Yeah. Is it important? Absolutely. But
okay. All right. Well, I would say financial security be my number one. I think number two would be that a man is thinking about is physical needs. I think number three will probably be at that point spiritual guidance. You know what I mean? And I think after that, that's when you're gonna run into like the mental and emotional support and stability. I think those are last. You know what I mean? On their priority list. Now, if you're asking mine personally, number one is gonna be spiritual because I feel like all the things flow from that. Right. Second is probably gonna go. I only think one to probably move. I'll probably say second would be the financial stability, but I think the third for me for sure would be around that mental or emotional support. That when I kind of would marry those together, like that would probably be my number three. Because I kind of feel like, I want to be able to provide financially, like that's just going to be always top of mind. But I see the value as years have gone on. I've seen how the value of me providing that mental and emotional stability is so important to my, to my spouse, to my wife. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For me, I think I 100% agree with your list. I'm gonna answer it two ways. What it is for most men and what it should be.
That's what I was struggling between.
Yeah, what exactly. It is for most men, and I think it's easy to gauge it because all things on this list just raise what do we teach boys is the most important growing up.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the idea, hey, you less of a man if you broke.
That part.
Hey, if you ain't putting it down in the bedroom, you can't make her scream.
Yeah.
None of this other. We don't teach boys to value their own emotions or their own mental health.
Yeah.
So you can't expect him to care about supporting you and providing that for you.
Yeah.
And the spiritual guidance is if spirituality is important to his life. So I would go, like you said, 1, financial, 2, physical, 3, spiritual, mental, emotional at the bottom.
Yeah. Absolutely.
How it should be, mental and emotional should be number 1 and 2. Yeah. Because those things are going to make a relationship thrive. Because especially we live in the, like I said, I think in the previous pie, women are getting to the bag.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't need our money anymore.
Nah.
At best, they may need to go 50-50. But a lot of them got it.
Yeah.
So being able to provide being able to provide mentally, emotionally, then I would say physically, because that is important inside of a relationship. So. And then I would say,
where you put spiritual though?
Spiritual, this is 3rd.
Oh, okay,
I got spiritual at 3.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And then I got financial. Financial is at the bottom, honestly. I think every adult should be financially stable.
Yeah.
But as far as importance in how you show up in a relationship,
absolutely.
Finances should make sense. The bills got to be paid. Yeah. But what's going to make a relationship thrive and be healthy?
Yeah.
Finances last.
Absolutely.
Because you can be doing all that. Yeah. It should be trash. So you said spiritual, mental, emotional, mental.
Yep.
Physical.
Yep.
And then financial.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. We got another question. A woman wants to know, can we name 3 areas of improvement that women needs to make?
Hey, y'all, don't be setting us up, man, getting us kicked off. Don't get us kicked off IG, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want no crazy, you know what I mean? All right.
Welcome to men.
What are the top 3 areas?
Top 3 areas that are
secretly submitted this.
Nah, it's definitely female because I saw,
that women need to improve in when it comes to relationships with men.
3 areas.
3 areas. Yeah. What you think?
That women need to improve in relationships with men. I would say number 1, and this is a disclaimer, not saying that I experienced any of this in my current relationship. I think we touched on it, and it came up enough for me to actually feel like this was valid. Being a safe space for men to land emotionally. Yeah. Men carry a lot of trauma, and we oftentimes don't know what to do with that in the context of therapy. So like the first step would just being in a relationship that's safe for us. And so I feel like that would be 1. Second, and this is me freestyling. So if I had more time, I would probably say something different. Second, I would say it's something about like expectations and like unrealistic expectations coming off the question that we kind of answered with like the financial responsibility, and like we often hear like a man need to be making XYZ amount of dollars before I even give this dude a look. So yeah, that's one thing. Like realistic expectations, not Lord, but realistic expectations. And third, man, I'm struggling with the third. Maybe y'all can help me with the third. I don't really know.
Yeah. Man, number 1 for me, it's gonna be expectations. Like, ain't no question whatsoever. Like when I'm talking to women, when I'm talking to giving them advice, they ask me questions. Number 1 thing I'm gonna tell them is like, listen, like if you're looking for a relationship or you're trying to have a successful relationship, then we need to deal with your expectations, because that's going to determine how you show up, and that's going to determine how you are feeling about the relationship. You get what I'm saying? Or the potential mate. You know what I mean? So one of my biggest issues for women is prior to a relationship is they got their lists. Like, So if you want to say number one for me is get rid of the list. Your list is trash. Your list is not going to help you. Your list has not helped you to this point. So why do you still have it? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a reality, bro. Like your list is unrealistic. And here's what's the sad part is you've created a list, to be honest, that if you did find that type of man.
Don't say that. Don't say it. How do you say it?
What?
Say it.
Does he want you? You know what I'm saying? Like, does he want you? You know what I mean? Like, because the reality is, if he's all those things and he's already...
You found a unicorn.
Yeah, you done found the unicorn. He's already all these things. He don't need to work on none of that. Right? He's already emotionally mature. He's already making beyond 6 figures. He's already stable. He don't have no kids. Like all these things that you want, like you got this list. But my question is if he's got all those things, believe me, he got a list. So are you ready for his list?
Right.
And are you in a space where you are just as much of a unicorn? You want a unicorn or you a unicorn?
What baffles me about these lists is like the list equals a perfect man. But you ain't perfect.
Absolutely
you know
not.
I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, so that would be my number one, is get rid of your list. Yeah. Number 2 would be learn how to talk to men. Like, I don't... I see it all the time. I see it all the time in marriages around me. And then, female, like my sisters, my different ones who I see out here is like the way y'all communicate about men and the way y'all communicate to men can come off extremely disrespectful. And number one for men, above love, above anything else, is respect. So much so that God said it in the Bible. That's crazy. God told women, listen, respect your husband, because he know that's how it meant. Like number one for men, every survey they've ever done, number one for men consistently is going to be respect. And so often what I've learned from women is oftentimes they don't even realize they being disrespectful. Like they have no clue. This is just how they talk. They've been in majority women environments. And so they just talk about men and talk to men how they've always heard it around them. And the reality is, if you're around a man, men don't talk to each other the way women talk to men. Have you noticed? You want to learn how to talk to a man? Look at how men talk to one another. We don't say certain things to one another. We don't communicate with certain aggression towards one another. I don't raise my voice to my boy unless we both talk about sports. That's the only time I'm gonna raise my voice. And why? Because I know better.
Respect.
It's respect, right? I'm not gonna don't raise your voice at me, especially around nobody. Don't say certain things to me, especially around nobody, right? You know what I mean? Like it's a safety thing, right? I know that if I talk to a dude a certain kind of way, I got to be prepared for what comes with that. Absolutely. Same thing for somebody talking to me. You talk to me a certain way, you need to be prepared to be able to handle how you're communicating to me. You get what I'm saying? And so similar to females, y'all have to watch how y'all talk about men, because men are not going to enter into and be with nobody that they feel like is disrespectful. Because I'm not going to be in no relationship with somebody who just flippantly talk about men in a way where they're not showing any discernment, any care, any of that. I'm not even going to want to be up around you. I'm not going to have you be in a relationship because you might make me think about hurting. You get what I'm saying? That's how dudes think. So no, they just rather not be in the situation.
My third thing, and again, my disclaimer is intact still. So yeah, I haven't experienced this in my relationship. Would be
that boy making sure. That boy just got married. He making sure he ain't running into no issues. He want to make sure he can stay in the bed. He ain't cutting off nothing. Hey, go ahead. I ain't mad at you, bro. Do your thing.
It would be go get a hobby. I'm being so serious. Go get a hobby. Some of the most.
Hey, women, I just want to say ahead of time, you know what I mean? Please take that the right way. He meant that in the most like.
I'm gonna break it down.
Yeah, break it down for him, right?
So some of the most promising relationships that I was in kind of fizzled out because the person was too consumed with me. And I'm not saying that to be arrogant, but like it was evident that like this person was about relationships and that they didn't have nothing going on, no identity outside of somebody that they was with. And so it's important to me to like know yourself to a certain extent to where you can do certain things and engage in certain things that bring you joy and energy outside of what I can bring. Because I can't be your everything. You know what I mean? And for you to put everything on a man like that, like he already carrying his stuff. Now he got to carry your stuff 100% on top of that. Like he got to show up to a certain extent. But I'm saying like everything, he can't be your everything. Absolutely. He cannot be the person to bring you joy. He cannot be the person that does any of that for you, because you got to have an identity outside of a relationship. So.
Yeah. We didn't have 4 or 5 things, but you got anything you want to add?
Right. I'm like, y'all didn't take all the answers.
Yeah.
I'm going to just expound on what y'all said, and probably, I think I got something different on my third one. One, expectations. I absolutely agree everything Kyle said. When we say expectations, we're not telling you not to have standards.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should have a standard.
Absolutely.
But within that standard is a level of realism that you are dealing with another human being. And because you are a human being, you recognize that human beings are flawed, including you.
Yeah.
Which means approaching a situation not looking for a perfect person or a unicorn.
Yeah.
And seeing that you dealing with another flawed human being. Hopefully you find one who's just simply working on himself to become better day by day. So scale back them lists, get rid of the list. Come up with, I tell women, the women that I know, I say, come up with your pillars. You can call them whatever word, your deal breakers, come up with 5 things that these things they make up the core of what I need in a relationship. Yeah. Everything else is negotiable.
Absolutely.
I'm not negotiating with honesty. I'm not negotiating with.
And they should be character. Bro.
They should be character driven.
That all the time.
We're not talking.
Quit giving me the list about things to do. You need to be looking for character. So honest, faithful, consistent. Like that kind of stuff. I'm cool with that.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, but that's usually not what it is.
No, never.
I would say the number one
6
look
foot
for
is what I hear. He got to be over 6 foot.
That part. Like what?
You should be looking for a good person.
Yeah.
And a good person based off character integrity.
Yeah.
I would say my answer number 2 is kind of bleeding to number 1 as far as what women should improve on. We talk about toxic masculinity, but I don't think a lot of women recognize how they themselves promote it and condone it and push it. And you do that through the expectations you put upon men, the things that you shame men for. And how many of those things are tied to traditional gender roles? Mm-hmm. And if he ain't 6 foot tall, if he don't make 6 figures, if he doesn't have this level of fame or status, then he is somehow less than. Instead of treating him like a human being. And so I would say that would be number 2 is examine how you, not just the ones you date, but examine how you view men. Examine your beliefs about what a man is, what a man is supposed to do, and how much of that is what you need in a relationship versus how much of that is what you've been conditioned to believe a man is, and how you judge men who aren't that or who don't fit into that perfect frame of masculinity. Usually unhealthy. I've learned that a lot of women's definition of masculinity is not healthy for the man himself. It's beneficial to them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And I think lastly, what would be the last thing? I would say women tap into your femininity. Femininity is powerful. Yeah. Femininity is dangerous. I mean, when I say that, I mean, you talk about seduction and being able, you want to get a man to do what you want him to do.
Hey, please.
You can do it without.
Hey.
I'm like,
they don't realize the power.
The power in it. And a lot of that is how you communicate to man. I'm not telling you to bow or kneel or you're beneath. But I'm telling you, understanding how the differences, I believe men and women are absolutely equal, but we're different.
Yeah.
And the yin and the yang of that masculinity and the femininity converging together.
Boy.
Like, hey, it's a certain way my wife can talk to me to get me to do any and everything she wants. But it's also a certain way that raises my defenses. Like, who are you talking to?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Like, what? And she might not even meant it like that. Yeah. I know she didn't mean it like that. But that's how I received it because...
because I don't understand why you talk. Why you see me and feel like it's okay to say stuff like that. It's just crazy to me. That's how I feel. Though.
So that would be my 3.
Absolutely. Hey, y'all. Hey, this segment been crazy, man. I love that we were able to hit on something that most men not gonna talk about, which is getting their heart broke. Like, ain't nobody leading out nothing that way, man. But I just appreciate the vulnerability, man. Just want to echo that, man. But yeah, man, this is the next segment of the Man Space Podcast. Hopefully you loved it, man. Like, subscribe. Hear me, man. Please support. We need you. If you care about us, if you got anything from this entire podcast, go to our YouTube and like and subscribe. Go to our Instagram page, follow and like, right? You know what I mean? Go to our individual pages and like. Man, you can keep up with all of us. We all got different things going on, man. But man, we want to continue to be able to provide content to you, man. But we want to have a safe space for men. So yeah, Man Space Podcast. We out.
Peace.